Good evening, YouTube. My name is Andrew Miller, and today in TNT's topic, we're gonna talk a little bit about creativeness. And let's have Carlos. Can you introduce yourself, please?
For sure. Hi, people. My name is Carlos. I'm 37. I'm a data engineer. I work in IT area. So I'm glad to be here and to speak with you. I hope we can enjoy together.
Awesome. Very good. Thanks a lot. Juliana, your turn. I think I cannot hear you.
Hi, is it me you're talking about?
No, Juliana.
Okay.
Or, I don't know if it's right, but
Can you hear me?
now, yeah.
Okay, sorry. The piece in front of cell phone, it's the problem.
No problem.
It's my second time here. I am a sales supervisor, and I am 33 years old, and I think that's it, guys.
Awesome. Very good. Let me see. Julia, your turn now.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Julia, but I'm very used to being called Juliana. That's why I asked. And I am 29 years old. I live in São Paulo, and I work as a software developer. And that's
Very
it.
good.
That's my,
work
it's
with
my first time
technology.
here.
Oh, be welcome. Be welcome.
Thank
I hope
you.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Let me see. Eduardo, your turn. My friend, long time no see you.
Hi, I am Eduardo. I am from Curitiba, in south of Brazil. Sometime maybe someone know a little about me because I've been studying English for 20 years. I like to say this because I'm very tired and I hate the verb to be. And for this, I'm here today to practice a little bit, especially present perfect tense. No, it's very interesting to practice because it's very hard to remember the structure.
Yeah, but this topic is very hard. Yeah.
Yes. And so I think I've been working as a buyer for 11 years and in a international industry here in Curitiba. And so I think is it. And I'm here for about, I don't know, 82 or 84 times.
Okay.
And so I enjoy here to be here. Nice to meet you.
Thanks, Eduardo. And Elias, your turn.
Good evening, I'm Elias. I'm 35. I'm from Teresópolis, Rio de Janeiro. I'm a software developer too. I'm here in Talk for about 2 months, 1.5, maybe. Yeah, I think that's it.
Awesome. So in the main room, I try to create, new question from your answer. Pretty much what I've been doing. So I think it's more, more interesting for the whole conversation. So, but let's start from a previous created question. That is, what is, let's start trying to define, what is creativity in your opinion, of course. Eduardo, please.
Creativity for me is when you, I don't know, sometimes invent something like you will. Yeah, will, no? And I don't know, sometimes I think it is when you can make good things with, I don't know, with a short resources. I think is it.
Okay, good one. Carlos, what do you think about it?
Maybe I think it's makes something unique, something that surprised someone or some people, make some unexpected, this type of things. I think in this this mean of make something unique, and maybe no one thought about that, and surprised people.
Good one as well. Juliana. No, I'm sorry. you feel free. Julia, could be you.
Okay. I would say creativity. Oh, sorry. Is the ability to gather different information and I don't know, concepts, and transform this into something new.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Very good. And Juliana, your turn.
Yes, I think I agree with my colleagues, and I think the creativity is think the different way that some people think and innovate and create new things.
Okay, so in your opinion, maybe it's something that could have to be special or something like that? What do you think? The person have to be?
Yeah,
has to be
not
kind of
exactly special, not exactly that, but different. For example, the way in our job, for example, the way that solves some problems, the creative way, and the simple things, and sometimes person is it's confusing about something, and simple things and creative way solve the problems. Not to invent something, but to invent the ways to solve problems too.
Very good. Very interesting point. And Julia, what do you think about this? Do you agree or not?
I 100% agree. I think that's on point.
Okay, so let me see a question here that let's make this conversation warm. The difference, the question number 3, the difference between creativity and innovation. Yeah, are they related? What do you think? Because I think some people could be, innovative and not creative, in the opposite as well. So it's a very interesting question. What do you think, Elias?
Difficult question, because for me, creativity is, I agree with Julia, because find another ways to solve problems, or find another way to transform the environment, to transform the some stuff in something new. But
Yeah.
Innovation, it's almost the same. But I think innovation, it's when you think very differently from the usual. For example, I don't know. I don't know who created I don't know the name in English. Okay, yeah, stroganoff.
Okay.
It's it's a crazy idea. Mix milk with ketchup and and, and meat. I don't know. For example, different things that most of people doesn't think about it.
Yeah,
For
and
example,
I'm thinking,
I saw a video. The guy created spaghetti ice cream. It's like cream
yeah,
in form of like a spaghetti.
yeah, very interesting. I've never tasted, so it's interesting the idea.
It's ice
But I'm
cream,
thinking
a
here.
normal ice cream, but the format is like spaghetti.
Okay.
I had a
Nice. Go
thought.
ahead, Carlos.
Sometimes I think I can bring innovation to my company, something new to my company, but without creativity. I can solve something in all other place, other company, and bring that to my company. I bring an innovation to my company, but I was not creative. I'm not put my creativity in that. I only copied that from other place. I think this can happen sometimes.
Basically, you saw the possibility to use the same idea, just to adapt and improve the environment that you are working on. Very, very good. Yeah, could be an innovation without creativity because you are using the idea, that was previous thought for other people, but by other people. But okay. And let me see, Julian, what do you think about this difference between creativity and innovation?
I agree with Carlos, and sometimes we discuss something in the company that everybody, this is very new and innovated in our procedure. So no, it's not new. I bring it to the other company and introduce here, but it's very old sometimes, and but all the time the person say, innovated the procedure. And no, but it's not a real situation.
Yeah, and sometimes do not work. For example, we used to see a lot of this content on internet, like how to kind of magic about how to learn English, how to learn technology, how to learn a lot of things with magic in 1 week, 1 month, and so on. So this is funny. When you face this possibility, this kind of approach, you see, oh my God, it's the old one. I'm doing the same and it's hard. Sometimes you have to sit in your desk and working hard. Let me see, Eduardo, what do you think about this whole discussion?
Yes, so it's very interesting, because for example, radio, who invented radio was creativity. Who invented the GPS was creativity, used the creativity. Who invented the phone was used the creativity. But who invented the iPhone was innovative, because join a lot of things in a new product and useful product. And so I think iPhone can iPhone is a good example, the difference between innovative and creativity.
Very good. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Very, very good, insight about this difference between both. And Julia, how about you?
Well, I think there are a lot of similarities between being innovative and being creative. But mostly I associate creativity with lack of resources. So I think when you have to make something out of nothing is when you come up with better, more creative things. yeah, I think that's it.
And what do you think about, I'm thinking here, just to wonder about some question. What do you think about, do you think the people born being creative or something like that, or you can develop? And if so, if the person can develop this, how can we do that? Develop the creativity. What do you think, Julian? Your turn.
I think it's possible nowadays, but we receive a lot of information that can't stimulate our brain. Understand? And sometimes we are hypnotic. And I think it's very good a way that some companies do. For example, we must to develop this project. So take the person, go to the beach in other places to think the different way, to sit in other chair and look things different to stimulate and not to do the same way things. So I think it's a good way to receive insights about the creative.
Very good. Nice answer. Carlos, what's your point on it?
Ari asked me about if I think creativity can be trained. Can train to be creative. Yeah.
Can be developed, and if the person has to born with something that we're born with creativity.
I think some people born with this risk appetite, this hungry for risk. For there's maybe some genetic. I think that exists something, but you can stimulate that. You can learn to be more creative, like Juliana said, with exercise, with some pushing hard and some type of things, dynamics, and go
stimulate
to
your brain. Nice. Elias.
Yes, I agree. I think creativity can be trained. I think all people are creative. All people, no exception. Because when we talk, we think about creativity. We think about a painting, a technology, but it's not just like that. We can be creative. We think about a writer, for example. But for example, when all of us in this room, in another room, when we were a child, sometime in life we lie for to our fathers. Then you have to use creativity. It's a kind of creativity for me. A kind of invent a history. It's creativity. All humans are creativity.
Yeah.
To invent, to do a good action or to lie. Then I think yes, it can be trained, especially if you know a lot of subjects. For example, you can, I don't know, you can do how can I say releitura?
But I don't know.
Yeah, but we can do a releitura of this meeting, for example.
I think a remake.
Yes, a remake with this meeting. For example, in Spanish, we probably use another words. We probably use another culture.
Okay, nice. I agree. It's basically the reason that I, try to keep and maintain this conversation in my room very open and wild, to let the people put your, ideas, your own ideas, not just follow the question, because we can discuss a little bit more deeper, about some issues and so on.
There is something I thought now. Sometimes you can train your creativity, but not with pressure. I think the real creativity, the genuine, unique creativity came like I saw a documentary about Beatles. You put some guys with time, with space, with no pressure, and sometimes to make a music. And this one day came and sometimes in our organization with so much pressure, it's difficult because I see more creativity in art sometimes when there is liberty to do things. It's more genuine, real creativity.
Good. Yeah, I will back to this answer because I'm thinking other situation. Eduardo, what do you think?
So I think it's possible, but it's not mean that it will all people can be creative. No, because I think to be creativity, you need the time to spend with it. So. For example, Albert Einstein, no? So he made a lot of mistakes, and but he tried a lot, no? Neymar is a good example. Neymar practiced a lot until he get perfection. Something like that. And so I think creativity depends more the person than the other thing. Of course, there's a huge difference between Einstein and a common person, no? But I'm talking about creativity. It doesn't matter is a huge or is a short creativity. No?
Yeah, even because sometimes we try to analyze it, to measure it just a short period. So without seeing the whole work behind the person that nowadays is considered creative. Because imagine a lot of people creating a lot of genius stuffs, but now we just see, oh my God, this is very, I don't know, I cannot understand this. But in the future, the people will see, oh my God, it was really genius and the best incomprehensive or something like that. So, we have to balance, the time, the period where, this creative was developed and so on, and measuring this conception. Julia, have you answered this question?
No, not yet. I do agree with everyone else. I think creativity can be nurtured and cultivated and worked on with exercises and with a well-rested mind. Also, I agree with Juliana on this. But I also was thinking that creativity isn't only grand things and amazing things. Like you can think about a random guy who comes up with a solution to, I don't know, fix something in his house, and super simple, but it's very creative also. And so, yeah, I think everyone can be creative. I think creativity is in small things also, small activities and etc.
Yeah, unfortunately, all the this kind of, initiative to being creative that people need to show, if you not see on Instagram, on social media, oh my God, all the people saying about, nobody care. Unfortunately, because I totally agree with you. Sometimes smart thing, very little things, little stuffs, adapting or something could be very creative, but without, the people won't see that. So let's move to a more personal question. That's question number 6. Have you ever needed to be creative in your life? And describe how was the situation. You can start, Julia, because you are laughing. So everybody wants to know how it was.
The first thing I thought was yes, to pay all my bills on the end of the month.
There we go. Especially nowadays.
Yes.
Oh, let me see order here. Juliana, your turn.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's difficult to think about that because in your job we must to be creative, and there are pressure, there are a lot of things, and my bills motivate like Julia. So I have some situations because I am sales supervisor, and I need to solve some problems, and I must to be creative and sometimes more innovative than creative, but my job I use a lot.
Okay. Yeah, it's interesting because, sometimes we start to discuss this subject and try to, follow, like, a magical, I would like to be creative. And, sometimes we just need to do what is needed, just to, solve the problem, and, this matters. But, I see, because this is the only situation when we trying to discuss about intelligence or something like that, being smart. All the people want to be smart and very intelligent and very creative and very innovative, And sometimes the people just keep calm and, I just want to solve my problems, for instance, and that's it.
And sometimes we must to be creative because there is some problem, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that we need to be creative, and I think we need to teach more than about that.
Absolutely. Elias, what's your take on it?
Yes, in my job, I sometimes I have to be creative to solve a problem quickly. As a software developer, usually in general, we are very creative. Some problems we call, I don't know the name in I don't know the name in English. We call bacalhau.
Oh my God, you are asking just,
Yes.
very hard words to have a meaning. Awesome, very good. Eduardo, how about you?
Yes. So I made an exchange in 2005. I lived in Las Vegas, and there, so once friends and me so decided to make a party, and so I offered myself to buy the things. And so I remember I went to Walmart, and but I forgot my dictionary, and so I in that I remember that I need to use a lot my creativity, because, for example, I I saw a saleswoman and I said, "So I need your help," and she said, "Okay." I remember that I said, so I want to buy one thing, but I don't know the name. And she said, okay. And I said, I want to buy that one that you put in your mouth and you said it to me, sorry? And I said, so that you can use in party. And she said, balloon? Oh, yes, balloon, balloon.
Oh, nice.
I never forget the word balloon, because here in Curitiba, we call balloon bexiga. It's very different, no?
Harder than balloon, isn't it?
Yes, yes. I had to be very creativity in that situation.
Very, yeah, I think Brazilians natural, creative, because sometimes we have to handle, and face a lot of very hard situation that, kind of we born being like this. So very, very, very good, your history, Eduardo. Carlos, how about you?
In my work, I need to be creative when I need to explain something to people that don't know about it. I'm a data engineer, like a system developer, but maybe I need to pass some concepts to people that don't know so much, are system developer, and when I need to explain with the examples, with PowerPoint, this type of things, I need to put some creativity to explain something. It's not so simple to some people, to our company. But the time I was more creative was when in my wedding I write 2 songs to my wedding, to my wife, and this came with a sentiment
from your heart,
from my heart, and with liberty, with time, with was maybe easy because it was inside me, and what my experience with creativity, because that I said, when it's more simple and more genuine and unique, when this emerges from heart, maybe.
Good. Yeah. I'm thinking that sometimes, we have kind of feeling about a lot of things in the world, but that we consider, being very rational. We consider kind of silly. Oh, I can't. I don't know how to do that because I didn't do it very well, or something like that. I cannot write something. I cannot sing. I cannot start to play because I'm bad trying to play something, and sometimes we just need to overcome this barrier, like trying, even considering silly or something like that, but doing this thing because it's natural. And sometimes we try to be rational, and all the rationality blocks your possibility to being natural, to be human.
Yeah, but I'm said that because I'm not a professional. I not play like a professional. I never write other types of song. I tried, but that don't happen. But this time it happened because I don't know.
The love, power of love. Power of love.
Voila, creativity.
Yeah. So guys, the very short question number 9, who is the most creative person you know and why? Elias.
Maybe my coworker, because he usually make a jokes, but he's very creative to tell stories. How can I say, lie stories when as a jokes, but it's very good to invent quickly some fun facts.
That's nice. Very good. Eduardo, your turn.
Yes, so years ago, I tried to make my own business, but so I broke it. And it doesn't work. But I made a lot of friends, and so one friend of mine is very creative, and so we started our business in the same time, and so he is growing in these years, and so to be to have a one business here in Brazil, you need to be very, very creative.
Yeah, and
Because
brave.
so man, so it's very, very huge, especially uh, through the COVID-19 also was a terrible situation. And so people had to, people that have business had to be a lot of creativity in this period of time.
Yeah, totally agree. Juliana, how about you?
I think my son is very creative. And once a week here at home, we invent some histories. So he must to invent some history, and he was very good about that. The very creative, it makes sense, the order about the histories, and I think I am learning to him to create something in our mind. And these days we travel to the moon, and it's very good. And I think my son is very creative.
Awesome. Yeah, sometimes I think, creative is related to it, just to let your mind free, as a kid, as when you were a kid. So very, very good. Julia, how are you?
Well, I am lucky to be surrounded by very creative people, my family, my coworkers, my friends. But I think the most creative person I know is my niece. She's also a kid, so I think there's something related to age, yes. And she, ever since she was very, very tiny, she would pick up like garbage we let around the house and transform into very funny things. She builds houses.
Awesome.
I don't know what's the name of the money machine from the bank. She built one this week and she makes it work from trash and makes
Awesome.
tiny money. It's very funny. I love it. And I think she's the most creative person I know.
Very good. And it's important to stimulate that, like to stimulate this possibility, to let the mind
Freedom of mind.
expand what, yeah. Carlos, how are you?
I think my mother, she's very creative. She had so much creativity to take care of three men and three child, and she had I saw after a long time her notebook with some draws, and I was in shock because I never think she could draw like that when she was young. And it was a nice thing about her. I discovered sometime.
Yeah, very good. You say about it, because in the next week will be the Mom's Day, and sometimes we do not stop to think about how women have to to leave a part of their life to you know, handle with the family and this kind of issue. So it's a kind of, and the next week, I think I will create some, you know, some subject about it. Thanks a lot, Carlos. Hey guys, welcome back. How was the conversation for you? I'm sorry, Jake, because you tried to join with 2 devices.
No. Yeah, sorry, Andy, I'm in trouble with my new computer, new access, and the problems we don't have the Zoom program installed, and I forgot the password from Gmail. A lot of problems,
Okay.
but
No problem.
sorry for the problem, and thank you to accept me later. Yeah.
But yeah, how was the conversation for you? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, enjoying the topic. It's very good questions, like you always do. It's I think that's very important. We are talking about so the importance of the creativity in all jobs. I think that's a way to make the difference when we will have the computers make our jobs, yeah? The repetitive jobs, the recurrent jobs, the computer make this, yeah? But the creativity, only the humans can do it.
Very good. Thanks a lot for sharing with us. Let me see other here. Giovanna, how was for you the conversation? Did you like it?
I like a lot of the subject. I think it's very important to speak about creativity and innovation because our subjects very important in the market, for example. I love to bring my ideas and to listen ideas of the girls. So I love this conversation. Thank you for to bring
and
this
here
together.
we are trying to, you know, improve the creativity because we are speaking English and, you know, think like Brazilians, but speaking English. So you can, you know, have to make so as whole, you know, adapting on this term and discussing very hard topics. That's the deal.
Exactly.
Katiana, how was for you the conversation?
I like this conversation, and I like it's very productive because in this conversation we thinking about the necessity and the important about the innovation in different jobs. For example, I am an engineer, and in the engineer, everything you have a process, and it's necessary you have a process. But now you need think outside the box, propose not new ideas, and the creative engineer. It's no. How do you say in English? It's no, in some companies, the creative, it's no encouraged because you have a process, you need follow the process. But sometimes it's in the many companies, I see this idea is change because it's necessary.
Yeah, I'm thinking that, you know, sometimes in the industry, you know, what they called creativeness is related to money, you know, being creative to not spend it so a lot of money, you know, in a process. Oh, very big, very creative, the solution. Thanks, Katiana. Guys, let me just send to you this form, you know, to improve our conversation as a community. It's very important that you fill this and tell us, you know, if you like or not the conversation, you know, some subjects if you want to discuss specifically and so on. Let me see the other stuff. This the link of YouTube link, you know, so give us all the YouTuber stuffs like, subscribe on the channel, you know, and let your comment say something. that's it. And let me see, Luisa, how was the conversation for you?
Hey, it was a very nice conversation. I spoke with Giovanna, Katiana, and Tracy, and we had actually very similar opinions about the topics, but it was indeed a very interesting topic, because it's something that, as Giovanna said, is in our jobs every day. We have to be creative, innovative to, have better propositions, better jobs and all, but it's not a topic that we discuss very often. So we had to think on the spot to answer the questions. So we actually were creative by answering them. So yeah, it was very nice.
Think out of the blue, your ideas. Like,
yes.
Thanks a lot, guys, everyone. It was a very awesome conversation in the main room. In this hour, in the next week, we will see Isabella. And that's it. My meeting is, tomorrow at 9 a.m. Would be nice if you can, join. And that's it. Have a very nice week. And bye-bye. See you in the next time. Bye-bye, guys.
Thank you, Wendell.
Bye.
Thank you,
Thanks a
guys.
lot.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thanks a lot.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Wendell.
Bye.
For having me.
Good evening.
Bye.
Bye-bye.